Proximity alert. Hit.
Yo, Bob, what's up? No, I don't give a shit. Not really, bro. I don't care. Still testing. I haven't really tested much combat. I had not really much opportunities to check the ship-to-ship combat in 3.9 so far. It's either you fight sentinels, EMP ships, or people just quantum away. Let's see how the saber is there. That's fine, I don't know. I have to check because it looks like, I don't know. Okay, yeah. FPS is where it's at, bro. Oh, yeah, he's jumping. Let's see. Is he going to Korea? Maybe he's going to Korea. No, he's not. Everyone's talking about prisons. It's not that bad. It's pretty easy. It's easy to avoid. The only thing that pisses me off is that they force you with third-party programs like communication with TeamSpeak and Discord. You know, like yo, bro, pick me up, man. I'm outside now. Pick me up, bro. This forced, fake group gameplay, right? I would rather have it like you have to like group up with inmates. It's probably a sentinel here. Yep, that's a sentinel. So what's this? Oh, those are the guys we owned yesterday, man. Oh, that was funny. They had both sentinels. Actually, not yesterday. It was earlier this day. We fucking wrecked them, dude. It's a stalker on foot in Korea. So yeah, on foot combat is not that bad currently. The desync is still there, but not that heavy. So yeah, but it should fight against, yeah, I don't know. Who cares, man? Who cares? I usually chill, you know, Korea data. Korea's back on the menu, man. Or like the security posts, right? You can just fuck them up there. Can't wait until this patch goes to live. But yeah, where was we? Where were we? Like prison? Yeah, I mean, it's... I had my fun there to figure out how to escape. Like, I literally, like, it took me like 6 hours or something to figure out the escape route. At the end, I asked an inmate, and we're like, yo, bro, can you, like, where's this? Because I was searching in the worker mines the whole time, and turns out it's not in the worker mines or something. And I asked an inmate, and he was like showing me the vent, and I was like, okay, nice. But yeah, it's a little bit retarded that they force you to have outside friends of prison to pick you up. I don't like that. I would rather like have an Episcus ship than an Ursa rover to escape, you know, it's a little bit retarded, in my opinion. But hey, Care Bears won once again. People that want you to force, like, should not be able to play this game solo. No, it should not now. Excuse me, I'm a part of a 500 man of a 500-man orc, and this one guy, man, he's like giving us hard time, man. He's just every time, man, he kills 5 of us, man. Please, CRG, ruin. Nah, that should not be possible, man. Basically, and CRG is like, all right, yep, we agree. What do you suggest, Mr. Care Bear? Okay, my first would be like cripple the player controller, so like basically skill-based audio feel control and getting information about footsteps, shootings, ships, sounds should not be a thing. Second, makes the player controller super clunky, so that actually precision and all that stuff and skills on the keyboard is not a thing. All right, because you know we have like group mates in the org that are like 60 plus years old, and it's just unfair if they get owned by some people that are like a little bit more skilled, you know, so it just cripbles the game to death. Oh yeah, and by the way, don't forget, yeah, oh thanks for the audio gamers here. This is basically how those people sound, right? And most of the Care Bear devs and Star Citizen are like, yeah, doing that. Yeah, I hope people quit this game over this patch, Bob says, and it's gonna. I hope the same. I'm gonna play this shit, but the good thing is, like, the more people stop playing the game, the better performance we get. You know, people that play, they're left over. So maybe it's always multiple. Like, it's the other side of the coin. Would be probably like less players in this game, more better performance later for us. I assume. Better performance. Yeah. There are people actually out there. I know. So the good thing is they also like implemented a couple of good things. So shipboarding, you know, like we are known for breaching, yeah, shooting ship open, like since the Cutlass rework, and so finally in this patch 3.9, the Constellation airlocks are breachable from the outside. So if you like do damage, they open up. They fixed the ramp and the vanguards. If you do damage to those things, they open up further. So even in gravity, if the vanguard is landed in gravity, you can shoot open the ramp and jump inside it. So to yoink, to steal the ship. And the caterpillar ramps open up further, so it's easier to steal or like breach the ship. So that is actually a good, awesome improvements right there. So it's also like at the same time it's a statement. I see it as a statement from CRG that they actually want it to be that you can force your way inside of a ship. Same with the Brawler, you can board this hostile boarding it as well in gravity. You can shoot it open, climb in there, it's insane, it's pretty good. So I see it as a statement that CRG says, yeah, that is actually, we want it to be like this, you know? Obviously, hijacking the ship, like basically getting access, like in the future, a lot of Care Bears were against that, right? They want, now my ship should be like not boardable, like if you like want to get access to the doors, you have to hack them and the fucking bullshit, yeah? And I partially agree, but what's probably gonna happen is like when you get access to the ship computer and the flight controls, like basically, if you don't kill the pilot, obviously, if the ship is kind of like parked somewhere and you breached open with force, like currently just weapon force. Multi-tool even works if you have enough time, or in the future maybe the free cutter tool. But anyways, breaching the door stage 1 works. Stage 2, basically hijacking, getting access to the ship computer, will probably require a hack in the future, which is fine. I agree. But I'm just happy that they fixed, for example, the Constellation airlocks, right? Kind of like made them breachable and stuff. So it's a good sign in the right direction. And But yeah. I mean, literally boarding ships kept me playing this game since 3.5. It's literally the only reason why I kept on playing this game like a fucking maniac. To having the possibility and opportunity to breach open, force open breach points like ramps, airlocks and stuff. Yeah, I like it. And I can smell a little bit the salty tears of the Care Bears, you know, like that always like arguing in the past was like, yeah, Mojo, no, this is actually a bug. All right, shooting open doors and ramps. This is not damage state. No, this is actually a bug. Feels good, man. It's at the same time they broke it in the Carrack, but who cares about the Carrack, right? Like they took away the gravity on the cartographer deck and the cartographer doors on the Carrack. They took the gravity away. So, but it's whatever, man. Pff, who cares? Yo, Auxat, what up? Yeah, Podoliza, next patch. I mean, it's fine. Oh, and another things like small little tiny improvements is obviously like they rearranged the comm arrays, so every planet now has its own moon or planet has its own comm array. It's not like they are on this orbit, boom boom boom, and somewhat retarded, aligned. They literally have like finally fixed that as well. So for example, in 3.8, if you want to get rid of the monitored space in Hurston, right now in the live patch you have to turn off all 4 comm arrays in Hurston to do this. And in this patch 3.9, it's just gonna be like Stand 161, right? Turn this off and this whole area is unmonitored. Obviously, there are some weaknesses with the gameplay. You know, it's too easy to reconnect the comm array and stuff. It's not abortable in the reconnection process. It's already like another forced group play gameplay mechanic. You know, it's whatever. But still, good improvements this far. Yeah, in that regard. And stability-wise, I mean, for like a PTU Wave 1, just talking about stability, like crash to desktop, 30Ks and stuff, it's pretty good. In my opinion, it's pretty stable. Which might obviously, like, I'm just saying, like, compared to other PTU's phases and stuff. Like. Yeah, Oxide, I know. It's an old bug. You could do that actually in 3.5 something or something. Yeah, I think it's 3.5 or 3. In some older patches you could do this as well. They're gonna fix it, of course, but it's an old bug. It's nothing special. I know. Sumota pointed it out. Basically, the bug is back, and everybody's like, "Oh, you can do this," and it's like, oh, "Okay, it's actually an old bug." it's just back, and it's actually not bad because if you think about it, testing components, right? Testing components and weapons. I can just chain that right here on the fly. It used to be like this again in previous patches in 3. I can't remember 3.5 or 3.6, some weird patch. So bam, now we have like GVSRs and cannons. It's good for testing, right? It's super good for testing. Obviously, people exploit that shit to restock ammos. Okay, obviously they're gonna fix it. Not a big deal. It's already like probably already a known issue. I don't like, you know. The good thing is for us testing things, especially or not for us, but people, the ship pros, the people that are like ship combat and stuff. It's pretty easy to test, right? So basically, you want to test shields. You don't have to like park the ship and all the fucking bullshit, and even like go into the hangar how it used to be to switch. Now you can just do it on the fly. You know, I think it's for testing purposes perfect. Obviously, when they're gonna fix this, it's super convenient. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not a big deal, bro. It's old bug. Has been there since 3.5. Not since, but yeah, it was in 3.5 some bullshit bug, so pretty nice. Pretty nice. Yeah, exactly. Fun thing and super convenient for testing purposes. Like if you have a friend in Discord, TeamSpeak, or like an org, and you want to test weapons, shields, blah blah blah, easy. Check it out on the fly. Bam. You just have to buy those basically and hope they don't glitch away those components, and then Gucci. Pretty nice. Yeah, I don't like this force group gameplay as well, especially when they try to like jail, right? Jail forcing group play, especially with the outside world, like with your friends. It just encourage people to, yeah, just use TeamSpeak or Discord, talk with your guys, and that's playing on the server. Um, I talked about this earlier. I would rather have seen it previous. What I would like to see is like make the jail a completely high security, like nobody can go there with another player ship. Like even in 890, you would just get annihilated within 50 clicks. Like, bam, you have like right now you just get a crime stat one, and it's not even like accumulating. It's just one fucking crime stat for tree spathing. So Lul, right? You can't even like turn off the com array in Aberdeen to get rid of this shit. It's a joke. So what they should have done, in my opinion, is make it not like completely a dead zone for player ships, completely, and leave the escape. Instead of like giving people once they escape the prison, not giving them an Ursa rover, instead of like giving them a Piscis, like a small Piscis, AI Piscis with like a limited amount of quantum fuel or like fuel in general, and maybe an Canyon pass, and also like add there like a shit ton of turrets and missile launchers that are not that are indestructible. And when you want to escape, you have to like have to get a Piscis, right? Like similar kind of how you get right now the rover, and then you have to like fly deep down in a canyon to avoid the turret fire or some bullshit like this, yeah. And this is would and maybe then you can force the inmate group gameplay and being like, okay, maybe they are spawning only a certain amount of Piscises, AI Piscis ships, depending on how many inmates are there, or like and I don't know, maybe you have to like group up. But that's a bad idea. But yeah, I would rather have seen it like make it possible to escape as a solo guy, and not like this fucking forced fucking trash third person third program. Ha! Yeah, pick me up, man. Yeah, and of course, like we don't even need to talk about this the beacons, right? We don't even need to talk the escort, personal transport. You cannot even like set them up right now when you have a crime stat. So yeah, and another thing that I don't like that they need to address. I like this jail. I like that it is harsh, but if you ask me, man, it could be like a little bit more hardcore even. It's also like too easy to escape. If you ask me, like literally, if you have friends outside, uh, outside the prison. But again, it should be possible solo, and I would like it would be so much cooler if you like have like a Piscis that you can steal, and then you have to like fly low between a tight canyon. Otherwise, like I don't know, turrets would like destroy your fucking shit or something, and maybe like that would be so fucking sick. But they just came up with this solution. It's like okay, yeah. Once again, CIG shows us that they don't understand anything about like game design in a sandbox where PvP is enabled. So whatever. So the common race, what else I don't like about the common race? If I turn off this common race right now, 28, and AI security attacks me like AI ships, and I shoot back at them, I get assault security personnel as a charge, even though the common race are offline, right? And I don't get, if I blow up this AI ship, I don't get this security AI ship. I do not get charged with homicide or destruction of vehicle, but I still get charged with assaulting security personnel. That must be obviously a bug, right? Because no com array means basically no tracking of crime. So and when you kill the evidence, you know. So yeah, I love the com array system, man. It's sick. It's awesome. It's good that it's there. It's just too easy for like people, and I turned off already like today a lot of com arrays. So it's just too easy to people like turn it on back on again, right? The reconnection process should be avoidable. But then those are things nobody really like testing. Oh, 30k. Okay, nice. Got a bad token too, bro? That's a question. Yep, we do. Nice. Yeah. That's funny. I talked about all those things already today 3 times. Or more, even more. But it's fine, you know, like whatever. I still have like maybe a little bit of hope. So there's a lot of good. The repair bug that made you invulnerable is looks like it's literally like it's fixed. It's not there anymore. It's good. Missile spamming though is still a thing. I can still spam 5 missiles at once with my Vanguard. I tried it out earlier with AIs, so that's a bad thing. Missile price has not changed. It's still the same. I would assume so. Torpedo size 9 price also has not changed. It's still the same. Yeah. Brio Breakers Yard, Orange and Valor, those junkyards. For some reason, they have now like additional graphical glitches, like literally like asset glitches, like more than in the live patch currently. I don't know. The airlocks in Korea don't work. It's just tiny things, right? Not really big things, but yeah, whatever. Dude. Who cares? The more you know. Like I said, the boarding things are awesome. Besides that, they got rid of the gravity on the cartographic deck on the Carrack. Other than that, man, I'm happy so far with constellation boarding. I mean, for now, you know, Vanguard and something like stuff like this, caterpillars. I don't. It's just, you know, I've done this so many times and so long ago, and without glitching, like literally legit breaching ships. I have done my. I have had my fun. I would be sad if they kind of like kill it, but at the same time, I don't care that much anymore. Sounds a little bit cocky and dicky, but no, it's how it is, man. It's how I try to look at it. Yeah. not not seen many people playing. True, yeah, I agree, Axel, man. It's pretty stable. I talked about this earlier. The PTU currently, this especially Wave One PTU feels compared to other PTU previous PTUs super stable. Like it's insane. Like I mean, insane is probably like too much of optimistic, but it's stable. It's not it's stable, but it's compared to 3.6 live, where we had every 15 minutes crash to desktop or 30k. This PTU feels fucking stable. Sorry, like I already talked about this already like 15 times today. So, but yeah, I agree. It might change, though, right? So even if we have now this, oh, let me do this way quick here. Let me start it up. Arrange my windows. Right. Even if we have it now, right now, so don't overjudge things, right? So what works now, right now in the PDU and looks fluid and smooth and stuff and kind of like surprisingly good. It does not necessarily mean that it will be the same thing when a build goes live, right? When a 3.9, I'm pronouncing a build on purpose because usually it's not the same. Whatever. if a build goes live in 3.9, it might go to shit again after a couple of days, you know, like desync, broken reputations, mission progress, like ugh. So it's not necessarily saying anything, you know what I'm saying? So yeah. Oh, let's buy some bullshit. So yeah. Food and drinks are now in the game. I mean, it's not that big of a deal, but what makes me a little bit sad, so since I talked about so much good things about this game right now, I have to also like mention a couple of things that I do not like. Well, so I'm gonna start with like this inner thought modus, which is a bad thing for multiple reasons. It's probably like a decent thing in a PvE environment in a single player. Same with the wheel here, but I'm gonna talk about this in a couple of seconds. So first bad thing, I also like talk about the status effects and stuff. Quick buy, yes, it's cool and stuff. More info, you can now like nutrition and this has something with digestion, something. I don't know what the exactly term is, but I think it's nutrition, digestion rate, or some bullshit. Like I don't know. So they can go in depth with that shit. They probably will. But you can read it up. Effects. Certain food gives you like additional effects against, I don't know, whatever the fuck. And okay, but I have a problem with the animations in this game, right? As a player controller, can quick buy and then we just wait until this. Okay, really, and then we have the. I'm not pushing any buttons, right? So he has it in this hand right there, and I have to step back now because all the system is so clunky. Then I thought that it would otherwise ruin it. But let's go into the debug camera right now. Yes, I'm pronouncing it like this because this camera, the third person, is going to be only in the game for debugging purposes, to look at your character, at your ship. Am I stuck? What is on me? How does it look? It's not supposed to be a third person game, and people will realize it once they take this out of the game, right? This is a third person camera. This shoulder cam, they added temporarily, I think, to fuck with old school buggers. But this game is built for first person, and it's not that easy to build a game for first person and also for third person, right? But this is the game development. So this is a debug camera, and I'm using this on purpose. Okay, he just lowered his arm, but whatever. Back to the menu. We go back, we hold down F, and you see how this shakes. And I'm not using mouse, but he swapped from inspect to place to inspect because this shakes and my mouse cursor is static. By the way, this mouse sensitivity is not changeable. This is fixed. All those things are like, I point out, are bad, right? Or like, not good. So we're gonna grab this thing, then we have to stow it. Right? It's not a big thing, it's just a little bit annoying, you know, like, okay, let's quick buy again, let's wait, animation. There's the animation, he's looking at this thing, like, let's see, can we do, yeah, this is how the animation looks from a debugging camera angle. I'm just saying, if this is gonna be Squadron 42-esque, then rip, yeah? So, we're gonna step back, hold down F, look down, press stow again. I'm gonna buy another one, the last one, but now we're gonna not use the quick buy option, which is actually just not really a quick buy option, right? It should be like just quick buy, should be bam, bam, suck. Without the fucking bullshit animations, it should instantly go into like our temporarily global inventory. Or personal inventory. So we're gonna just buy it now the normal way, kind of thing. Like this. This is also like how you buy crypto keys or med pens, other things. You cannot select an amount, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is not possible. You have to like do it one by one. But then again, he's picking another. See? So what CRG is doing here, they try to like get rid of this Mobiglass thingy, which is not necessarily a bad idea, but it's a fail, right? Read the design notes, what Mobiglass used to be, supposed to be. We cannot eat because we have the helmet on, right? Right there, helmet is on my head. There's a quick key right now to unfuck the helmet, unplug. So basically, let's do it. I can probably like do it during yeah, that is. So I bound the key to just a key, so I can like do it. Yeah, I can do it even here. So I can, baby, set it down. Okay, turn it off. No animation there, gladly. I know. There will probably in the future be an animation where you basically, you know, like, I don't know, you have to have nothing in your hand, then he's putting up his hands into his face and the fucking bullshit. Whatever. Right now, I'm totally fine with this fucking bullshit. So now we can eat. Okay, let's eat. And this is pretty nice, right? This is not bad. This is pretty like fidelity right there. Not bad, not bad. And same with water. Well, let's buy 3 waters. Stop. Quick buy. Not seen many 3Ks. Last 3.82 life was bad for my. Kept losing all my money and gear and components while I. Yeah, this is gonna be the same for a while, bro. Like, the problem was like missing components, bugged out ships. It's probably a back-end database issue. Synchronization between like, I don't know, what you send from your mobile client server backend, you know, database. So that problem will be there for a while, I'm assuming. Like, with a while, I mean, like, I don't see CRG getting that out of the way the next 12 months. Unless they finally value the human capital they have and don't necessarily keep their developers busy with some bullshit, like, yo, we need to rework the airlock, man, paint it in another color. No, paint it in another color. No, paint the air. No, paint the airlock in another color. What CRG should do, if they don't want to send those developers home, like, this is normal game developing, is like, okay, we have, we need developers now, do it for this, right? Task, and then after then they kind of like, after that they have to do something else. And with the staggered development, all this fucking bullshit, it's like a different, it's obviously a little bit different, but it still feels like they don't really value the human capital that they have. So what they should do, in my opinion, as a pro tip, manager pro tip, use CRG, Cloud Imperium. If you don't necessarily force to occupy, like, keep the developers busy with some bullshit, if certain disciplines are not required currently, send those developers to like a trainee program to like get skills in other game development disciplines. For example, the game design, I don't know, back-end programming, MSQL database, MySQL, I don't know, whatever. Like, it's the simplest thing. Like, don't waste the money, invest it in the knowledge of your human, employees. Pro tip, manager pro tip, by the way. It feels like they are wasting a lot of things by like, I don't know, trying to like keep the people employed and busy with some unnecessarily things, it feels like. So rather like spend this money into like education for the developers. Alright, do I have the things in my hand? Okay, let's drink now. Let's drink as well. Let's buy another one. He's going instantly in my hand. We're gonna like now drink. So if you like just do this, he's just sipping once, like that will restore 6% water currently. And you can also like, I learned it yesterday, you can just hold down the button, the left mouse button, and he will drink smoothly everything, like kind of like as long as you hold down, right? So the funny thing is, so once the bottle is empty, he's automatically throwing it on the ground. Schwabbidi-bop, there it is. You know, for like people with like a little bit autism and stuff, it's like me, it's not really like the best solution right there. But maybe it's a temporary solution, I guess. I hope the fucking bullshit, interaction bullshit, inner thought bullshit is a temporary solution in general. Okay, little sidestep, funny thing. So compared to Microtech, we here in Crusader, Port Olisar and Grimhex, we actually have automatic garbage disposals. So we here are so advanced compared to Microtech that we just have one slot to put the trash in, and it will automatically select what kind of like trash it is. It's pretty heavy advanced technology, and the people in Microtech, they still build things like the mobiGlass. I mean, come on, the mobiGlass is a fucking bullshit thing. And if you check out the garbage can and this garbage tins bins over there, they still have manual. They want you to manually fucking select the trash. You know, it's sad. But okay, never mind. Let's put the trash away for like full fidelity. Place. Here's another problem. I'm using my mouse now up. I hold down F. If I let F go, the inner thought ends, right? So I'm gonna like place, and if I want to like put this bottle somewhere 12 o'clock up, I have to like use my mouse. Oh, I reached the border now. It goes slower. Like, you see, like the problem is so fucking clunky and retarded, man. It's insane. It's beautiful, but yeah, it doesn't fit there, of course. Yeah, that's beautiful. Fixed. Beautiful, right? What are you doing, man? You want some? Want some more? Okay. Whatever. I'm just making a little bit of fun out of it. Oh, it's a little bit annoying there, but yeah, whatever. It's fine. But yeah, Microtech does not even have automatic garbage disposal. Microtech has manually garbage disposal. Lul. Alright. It's my helmet. Debug camera. Oh, this. Whoops. Where is she? There she is. Yeah, we don't even need to talk about the knife on the leg there. It's obviously a bug, and it's kind of funny. In 3.8, everything is kind of fine. In 3.9p, everything was kind of okay for me. Like, that was not a problem. In 3.5 and 3.9 Q patch, the knife is not really like, I don't know if you can see it, but position is misaligned. It's basically right now horizontal instead of vertical, how it used to be. Don't ask me why that changed, but it changed. Yeah, we still can only carry 2 med pens, even though with heavy armor, so we are still not able to like swap out the oxy pen for a med pen or something. Still not possible. Which is a little bit disappointing, right? After those long years and thousands of hours gaming. Okay, back to the menu though. This wheel here is new. It's the personal, I don't know what they call it, the personal inventory wheel. It's basically hold down F and then right mouse button, boom, and then you have this wheel. It also shows your fucking your status. Basically, this is your HP, your blood level, basically your HP and blood level. So if I would be bleeding now, there would be a bleeding symbol, and the percentage would slowly decrease. Obviously O2, temperature. I think that's the outside. No, this is the body temperature. This is the outside, the environmental temperature. This is my old mannequin bullshit. Like, what is damaged? Head, arms. You know, like it will like light up yellow, red. This is beats per minute. This is my heart rate, basically, that can go up and will probably in the future affect my weapon sway, or like my stamina and all that fucking drain. Water, thirst, and food hunger. So what currently not is in the game, there is no auto heal. So if I'm like low HP and I would be above a certain threshold, my HP will not go automatically up like in other games like DayZ or like all the other survival games, Dead Side, I don't know, man, even H1Z1, like old school, and the fucking bullshit games, Scum. So, but that will probably be a thing in the future. Obviously, first iteration will be probably like something like crazy, like gain 1% HP every 10 milliseconds or some bullshit, but obviously it should be like not, it should not be like a valuable heal over time. It should just basically save you from like getting fucked. So basically, I don't know, maybe like 1% every 20 seconds or something, or every 15 seconds. Only when you have like a certain, when you exceed a certain threshold of hunger and thirst. Okay, this is for that. Those things usually, so if I now get shot, if I now get him in combat, this HP wheel, this HP info will basically show up as well as my mannequin. It's not really working, it's a little bit buggy, so yeah, whatever. It's still really nice to let you know, for like a lot of unexperienced people always like prematurely using med pens to heal and stuff, even though it was not necessarily, and it's actually a big thing since you only have like 2 med pens currently, until you like also like have to access Mobi-Glass again, and there's no auto equip, you have to own, like, you know, the fucking bullshit. So it helps people to judge a little bit better how's the state of your character if you need it. Into this wheel here. Okay, the bad things, the good things first. It is super responsive, right? It's kind of like bam, there, bam, gone. Bam, there, bam, gone. Woo woo wee, sick. Pretty good. Now to the bad things. In my opinion, this thing looks like a solution that, like a $2,000 solution programmed within two weeks maximum by an Android app programmer. It has unnecessarily bling bling animations, like completely unnecessarily. You cannot see in the background, you know, it's blurring out everything around you, and the worst thing, you still cannot move, right? The biggest problem that we have with Mobi-Glass, we have with this bullshit here too. You are locked down, you know, and that's it. So what I would like to see is like, I mean, obviously it's first iteration, but therefore it's bad. You don't want to blur something out in the background. Make it visible. Put it somewhere on the side. Make it like, I don't know, this quarter, this quarter, this quarter. Like, put it where we want, yeah? And then, of course, let us fucking at least WASD, man. Fuck for sake, and crouch, and jump. Those solutions are fine for PvE and single-player games and stuff, but not good for games that have PvP zones or like enable PvP. And then you have like obviously the actions, which is not that obviously, because depending on what you have in your hand, you have different item actions. And one thing that I'm really missing, and what I have to point this out here, like the old carry mode, you know, like you whip out your gun and it instantly goes into like the lowered carry mode with the 3.82. You bind a key to inspect and then you double tap that key, and it would lower the gun into the carry mode. Like you whip out the gun, boom, whip out the gun, hit the double inspect tap, double tap inspect key, and it would lower the gun every time with any kind of gun. They in this 3.9 patch, they kind of like killed that. So you now basically whip out the gun, it goes into like Call of Duty, I point it anywhere mode. I don't know, let's call it hip fire, right? Hip fire ready. And in order to lower your gun, you now have to go back again into the clunky mode, inner thought, look at your gun, select carry, and then he is lowering the gun. Alright? And there's also not a function for your hotkeys. So what you can do now, okay, I guess I have to go to career to demonstrate that. You can hold down one of the hotkeys, 1, 2, or 3 of your weapon hotkeys to actually go into like the weapon hot wheel or whatever, like a quick access wheel for the weapon. I'm not talking about the customization. I'm literally talking about what you can do with your weapon. Yeah, it doesn't matter, Ox, man. It doesn't matter what we say here for the years. I mean, literally. We have like, what, 1 or 0 viewers on average. CRG rather listens to people that have more audience and more reach and stuff, so it doesn't matter if you have like thousands of hours and actually know a little bit what you're talking about, and it doesn't matter that I have seen and played most of the iterations of mechanics, so I actually can judge a little bit what has changed throughout the years, and you know, it doesn't, all this doesn't really matter, but I'm just still talking about because I love this fucking bullshit, you know. Nothing else to talk about, so wait, did I not? Okay, whatever. Let's go to career, let's go outside of armors just to like fuck around a little bit. So it doesn't matter if we talk about this, and if it doesn't matter if maybe we point out things where 95% of the people would like, it's okay, maybe it matters. And sometimes, you know, sometimes information from like little shittle channels like this one here miraculously reaches actually to CRG, right? Sometimes people pick up information in this or other small channels and show it to like bigger channels, and then CRG is watching those bigger channels, and not only Twitch, also like YouTube, Mixer, and other fucking bullshit. And so sometimes information gets its way. Sometimes it takes a year. Yeah? For example, the career turrets. It took me like 12 months of every day disarming them to finally get the fix, man. Or like, whatever. I don't want to talk about this. And so yeah, even the ramps in the Vanguard, breachable ramps and airlocks, those things are beautiful, good. We are just asking for those for like 12 plus months, yeah. And but sometimes, so I learned one thing. I try not to like rage too much, you know. Even though it's really hard to not rage, especially when you fucking waste so much time in this verse. Do I have my weapon? Okay, this is another reason why how I use the debug camera. We have no weapon on the back. Okay. So yeah, up and the old design notes of the mobiGlass. I hope they still work on this and keep it like this. Yeah. Should, if anybody is interested how mobiGlass used to be planned, how it looks like in the future. I don't know if they can do it. I hope. Because what we have here, like locking down in animations, we don't even need to. It's sad that I have to point it out, but for people that play games, especially where PvP zones are a thing, or like people saying everything that locks you down into an animation, even the ladder entry and exit animations in a ship is you want to avoid those as a game developer, yeah, or like at least give the people speeding up animations the opportunity. Obviously, when you talk about like a single player game with high fidelity and everybody's like shilly and you know, then it's a different story. So let's bring out the gladiators real quick. Who cares, why not, lul. Before we melt this ship. I bought the gladiators in the last patch just to fuck around a little bit, and because a lot of people were saying this is the most polished ship and stuff, so yeah, I don't like it. Whatever, let's bring it out because I'm gonna show you like the animation, what they can do with the entry and exit animation. And I'm sorry, like I sound like a dick, but I talk about this already. Like, we are live for 14 hours already today, playing this fucking mess. Got earlier ruined by a guy. Literally cost us 4 hours to okay. Yeah, this is, you know, the whole ladder animation, like enter pilocy bullshit, ladder down animation. So like, this ship, Zomotar showed it to me. It's actually pretty nice. So, and this is how it should be, basically. I mean, it's the bad thing. It's also like, I don't know. The best thing would just speed up the information, the animation a little bit. But this is how it looks in the like, watch out, like bloop, bloop. Yeah. It's, I don't know. It's probably a bug. I don't know if it's intended. I don't know. It's just funny. And this right here is also like unnecessary. Like this head shake to follow the arms. You don't need this. You need this probably in a first-person virtual reality game. But small things like this, unnecessarily animations, which maybe even worst case would make some people motion sick. So I don't want to fight, but I have to adjust here a little bit, just in case we get to like some bullshit. Weapons, bam, bam. Okay, ESP off, lights on, gimbal, let's go. Okay, let's go to karaoke quick. Then I can talk about the shortcut wheel, but it's nice that they try to invent something new and make something funny and stuff. Actually, let's see. I haven't fought much in this patch. Halt! So rolling in this ship, I don't like it. I would like to see that, for example, in every ship, that you can reduce the maximum roll rate. Right? That would be so nice. If you just can reduce the maximum roll rate. I'm not talking about the acceleration and stuff. I'm just literally talking about the maximum roll rate. Just reduce it a little bit. Maybe in the future. Whatever, who cares. I'm not really like that. I mean, I fly ships because I have to, but I'm not that. That's not my specific field, my expertise. I know. Sounds a little bit cocky again, but I'm sorry, but yeah, I don't give a shit that much about ships. So for me, they are fucking vehicles, basically. Since forever. Back the game in 2013 for the first-person simulation aspects of this game. Alrighty. Oh shit, look at my debug camera. This is okay. This is the new core model, by the way. Nobody knows. I mean, it's funny to look at, but yeah. Thanks to the debug camera, right? I can't stand people. I get it when you fly a capital ship and stuff, but don't. In the future, man, this is not gonna be a thing, yeah? The future, if you want to land a capital ship in a fucking somewhere like a, you want to have like, I don't know, like third-person camera drones or some people in a camera ship to support you. Or like, I don't know, but this fucking third-person nonsense has to stop, man. And literally, it's bad for so many reasons. So we could reduce the acceleration limiter right there, this thing on the left. Let me brake here. But this only reduces our literally our not our maximum thruster, like maneuvering thruster and main thruster output. That is just the acceleration, how quick those thrusters reach the maximum output. So if it like reduces, we will see that also like our roll is slower, but it will accelerate until the maximum speed. Like look, and this right here is maximum roll speed, and I want this to be adjustable. I want to limit my maximum roll rate all the time, like fix, you know, kind of thing. But yeah, this is what the acceleration limiter does: acceleration and deceleration as well. So you want to always put this on 100%, I guess. Unless you're like a fucking, I don't know. I don't want to judge, but whatever. So let's go. What do we do? All right, AI missions right there, working also as well. right now, currently. So don't judge the, you know, people always like get like, ah, I see you fly was keyboard, man. Yeah, no shit, bro. Okay, thank you. Suck a dick, bitch. Don't like it, you know. Suck a dick. Not ready to like pay 600 bucks for one stick, bro, and not 800 bucks for like foot pedals. Think I'm retarded or something? Alright.
Engines offline.
Alright. There's a reason why I park my single seater ships in EVA, right? So because this exit animation is a little bit quicker than compared to like using a ladder. Just a tiny bit. So that means less room for somebody to kill me. And oh yeah, this is another beautiful problem right there we have. For some reason they increased, probably I would assume the gravity on the pads. I don't know, not the gravity, but it's still one gravity, right? 1G, but it's weird. It's like they are like and people like it for the ships. It's easy to land or some bullshit, but it's terrible for everything else. So the transitions from gravity into EVA, zero gravity, or like even like the normal transitions sometimes really like bad in this patch. It's fine. I have high hope that they can adjust that again a little bit, make it better. We're just gonna like... Okay. Watch this. I'm gonna turn off my head. I'm sorry, I'm gonna get rid of my helmet. I have to check if there's actually... yeah, we're not suffocating. So I'm gonna demonstrate now the hit markers, and I can deal with those hit markers, those visual hit markers, those blue crosshair hit markers in a tech demo, because I mean early alpha, because like just for like debugging purposes, you know, kind of thing. Also like, but what they did here, they added also like audio sounds, like Quake, again back to the game. So you don't only have those visual hit markers. I'm not talking about armor sparks or blood splatter. I'm literally talking about blue hit markers. And I don't have a helmet right now. See this blue hit? Oh, bitch. Fuck, he fucked me. So okay, maybe this is too quick for a lot of people, but I tried to do it again. Also, like, the fog is really bad. The film grain is off. The lightning obviously is a little bit... It's funny. It makes me a little bit smile, because one patch it's too dark, the other patch is too bright. I can't really take this serious anymore. So and obviously the fog, or like the visibility with, I don't know what is like, it's really bad, you know, visibility wise. So look at this hit marker. You see this thing? Let's shoot the other motherfucker in the kneecap. Oh, there are a couple more. You see this? I don't have even a helmet on. And this is just... If you like actually play this game for yourself, you will also hear... So let's put the helmet back on. An audible, like a beep beep beep, whenever you hit. It's called hit marker. Quake, for example, has that. Wait, why don't I hear wait? Let's see, full range. What the fuck? I'm confused. Maybe I'm just already like too deaf. Yeah, and we don't need to talk about the stamina, holding down sprint button, like it's fucking cancer, but I guess this is... They increase the stamina pool on purpose to make this game a little bit more enjoyable, because with the caves and the grabbing ledges, whatever. Yeah, you can... I don't know if you can hear it, but I can hear it. It's like it's really like a clear. It's really hard to say, but it's just annoying. It's unnecessarily Super annoying. And I get it, CRG wants to like make this game accessible and also like for like disabled people playable and stuff. But what I want to see is for disabled people, before you add all those things, give us a colorblind mode or something. Make something useful, yeah? And re-entry FX, loud and clear. So colorblind mode, right, would make sense. Or like even, but if you make this game, want to make this game accessible and playable also for like disabled people, like don't try to invent the wheel for yourself. Like just go cloud up here, copy good games. You know, you can do it. I mean, you're doing it right here, right there. This is Crysis 3. Which is not a bad thing, obviously, it's a good thing. It's awesome. Is it necessarily? Fuck no. But it's super convenient, it's nice, and it's good. It's a good copy right there. It's awesome. But this is basically Crysis 3 right here. Or Crysis in general. It's fine, and I love it. And again, I want them to copy good rather than trying to reinvent a wheel in a bad way and then make it clunky and fucking unintuitive and bad, you know? Rather good copied than fucking bad. Oh, okay, this is another funny thing in this patch. It's probably just a bug, but look how he holds his gun when you crouch and move. Again, I use the debugging camera, not the third person. It's called debugging. So this is not how you. By the way, it's not a big thing. It's one of those player controller animations bullshit things. just makes me a little bit, you know, makes me a little bit sad actually. Whatever. Not a big thing, obviously. But okay, back to the weapon wheel menu. Okay, I'm just gonna point this out because it's so important. I talked about this in the past so many times, and I'm still just do it. If I now whip out the gun, it should go in carry mode, lower modus. But this is how it goes out. You point the gun into somebody's face. You're asking for a bullet to your head. And I have a problem for multiple reasons. One reason why look at my trigger finger. So CRG has this fidelity to like be so precise and put this trigger finger straight like an arrow, right? Not touching the trigger at all. So like small things like this, they have it down, right? But for the longest time, please, for the fuck, like, please, just copy DayZ in that regard, or like Arma, or like, I don't know, other games that I can't mention right now. If you don't want this game to be Quake, like what it is right now, death, respawn, jump around, no stamina, hit markers, audio as well as like visual hit markers. If you don't want this, if you want this game a little bit more serious, like, get on it. And I'm saying this for like three years ago, even maybe longer. And it kind of hurts a little bit. Or give us a keybind back with double inspect key and we lower our gun, right? Alright. And now the wheel. This is the weapon wheel. And you get access with this. Okay, this is automatically bullshit. I don't know. Don't even ask me that. Okay. Let's hold side again. Just hold down 1, 2, or 3, I guess. Right, and it's nice, but it could be way better. So what I want to see here, pretty easy. You can decide between your weapon, between your knife, unarmed combat, or holster weapon. But would be nice if we could just get a function, the inner thought function. The inner thought function, while we have something in our hand, let us hold down the button and then we have the inner thought, or maybe we can even like favor it. I want to favor it there to the left, carry mode. Right? You know what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? Hold down, I want to put there, and then the gun would go in carry mode. This is what I want. This is what it would be sick. And not this fucking, you know, this is my key too anyways. This is my another key bind already. This is my another key bind already. We don't need redundancy. We need intuitive, easy access things and stuff. I'm saying, and I'm literally like, I'm dead honest, man. Like it's terrible. It's a nice, but again, it's first iteration, so I fucking hope people already give smart feedback about those things, like well thought feedback, not just I like it, I don't like it, you know. But yeah, they could, you know, that should not be a weapon wheel. That should be like more like a okay, you know what I'm saying, like unnecessary, fucking clunky as fuck. Okay, let's go back to this. So when we have the, even though when we have the gun in the hand like this, and we go into this personal wheel, this new one, you would think that there would be somewhere carry mode, right? But it's fucking not, bro. And it's fucking pissing me off. Item actions, reload, flashlight, under barrel, change fire mode. Where the fuck is carry mode? And it just makes me sad. Because I'm talking about this for years, man. And a lot of people always, when I encounter those, and yeah, I agree, man. This is fucking. And we also like talked about this in Spectrum, and before Spectrum was a thing, I think. And people always like, yeah, man, Mojo Man, you always like, yeah, you know, they have bigger priorities. You know, like actually, all those things are easy to fix, bro. Ships are more complex and stuff, and all this stuff. It's like, no, it's not. They had 6.5 years since the Hunger Days to give us a good, somewhat decent player controller, and they never made it. They never fucking made it. So let's see if we can demonstrate here another thing. Maybe. Yeah, right there. So I'm holding crouch right now the whole time. This needs to be fixed as well as possible, as soon as possible. Player controller is called, basically the input, what I push on my keyboard and what's actually the fucking idiot is doing. So I'm gonna crouch now. I'm gonna walk forward, right? My foot, I'm gonna like, for a shot, he will stretch like a spring. So, and I will not crouch anymore. Right now I'm crouching. I have actually hold. Yeah, this is not toggle. This is hold, by the way, CRG. So I'm just mentioning it because in the past stage CRG did it wrong. They mixed it up, hold and toggle. Fucking super basic. So I'm gonna walk forward now, and then my character will stand. You know what I'm saying? Even though I'm fucking still holding crouch. Fix it. I want to be able to crouch jump. I want to be able to crouch jump on this. Yeah? I want to be able to, in EVA, I want to be able to crouch. I want to be in full control of my character in a first-person simulation. I'm not, you know? And this is just... If you walk down outside and jump down a slope, and your legs, I mean, yes, they rework the locomotion about the feet and all that stuff. Basics. Don't let go. Crouch means crouch, as long as I hold the button. Fucking simple, easy. Please. Everything else is fucking cancer. and annoying. Yeah. Audio. No audio. Audio. No audio. Small things like this make the play controller clunky as fuck. Just saying. I'm still holding crouch, by the way. I can't. I will never let go. The same goes with toggle. I can set it to toggle. Crouch, toggle, yes. Back. So now crouch is on toggle. This is called toggle. You tap the button once and he's still on crouch. So if I now go... okay, let's just jump here or somewhere like there. Okay, whatever. I'm gonna go crouch. Crouch. And go forward. Plop. And he's like a spring. He's like stretching out and never go back. Even though... Let me do it. And this specifically gets annoyed when you're like in low gravity or like you stumble across stones and sticks and stones and your feet lose track sometimes in a certain height. Your character just flops out and out of a sudden you're not crouched, you are now not walking or even running. All of a sudden your movement speed is changed as well, right? And it should be like crouching should be even slower. In the past, crouching, there was a meta in the PTU meta was like light armor, shotgun, and crouch walk the whole time. Because no footsteps, you were crouched, walked the same speed as somebody else normal running. So yeah, self-explaining, right? Basics. Crouching should always reduce the your fucking movement speed. And there should not be a thing where even if you crouch with no armor, should never be quicker than running somebody with super heavy armor. Like fucking simple basics, dude. Like whatever, it's fine. Looks like they... But this is why we are here, right? To just give them a little bit of expertise. Good hints, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Actually. I don't even want to talk about this crime stat system. I could keep on talking what should be better, but it's a waste of time. It doesn't matter what I say. And how long I say, and how nice I say, and how good I explain. But it doesn't matter. They will ignore it. Or like even they will never give a shit, you know. So. And yes, I say it again, I said it earlier, I wish CRG would listen a little bit more to the people that actually play their game extensively. I'm not saying necessarily people that idle in the menu for hours, I'm literally playing, like, meaning playtime. Maybe I want to say, like, I'm not considering myself content creator, right? I'm just a fucking guy that's streaming as gameplay reason thing for protection, yeah? So I don't get banned here for, like, false accusation, kappa. And also, like, for, like, this and that. But I wish CRG would consider the opinions from people that actually play games for a living, or like content creators, streamers on Mixer, Twitch, whatever the fuck, YouTube, people that actually like, also like, in combination with this, play other games. So most of the time, compared to the casual guys that give feedback on this, those people actually have a little bit of experience and can judge things from multiple angles, point of views. There's a big difference, and they should value the feedback differently when somebody that knows and plays a lot of games, maybe he's, you know, also decent and knows what he's talking about. They should value that feedback differently than somebody that is playing like, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 hours a day, if anything. Like you know, I'm just saying. Just pointing that out. I wish they would, if CRG would have listened in the past a little bit more to the people that actually play the game, a lot, the game would be in a better state. There's a reason why games like Sea of Thieves, Valorant, those developers actually listen to the community that plays the game, and not only to like the mainstream people that just jump on that game because it's hip right now. Send some feedback, and you know, this is not necessarily that feedback that you want to value so much. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know that CRG has this data. Use it. Use the fucking playtime, bro. I'm not saying they should ignore the other feedback, but they should just value it differently. What makes the game better for everybody? Yeah? Not only for the griefers or like the PvE-lers or like literally. We want this game to be good and not necessarily. I don't want this game to be my game. I want this game to be the PC game. Yeah, whatever. Okay, where was I? Let's do this. So yeah, I'm sorry, man. I've talked about this 500 times already today. So I'm a little exhausted. Let's do the mission one more time. Dude, I wanna like keep on talking, but I think I piss off a lot of people, you know, with my fucking people always get. I understand. I'm really like a person easy to hate, you know. I get it. Sorry, but I'm not sorry. But Jesus Christ, man, it breaks my heart, man. Fucking breaks my heart. What was I? Oh yeah, the mission. Yes. Let's put a silencer on that bitch here. Customize. And so there's another bug. I reported, I don't know, a year ago or something, like back in the day. Sometimes you just see me shooting. And I do this to check if my trigger finger works. So. And we can still do it, right? So right now we have the gun normal in hip fire. So this is stance 0, even though. So we open stance 0, close mobi glass, gun shooting, right? If I do this same shit again and I put it in carry mode, which actually what should stance 0 be, right? And I open now the mobi glass. I close the mobi glass. Gun is in hip, it's fine, but yeah, the trigger is not registering, right? And I mean, I get it. Most people don't play this game like that, you know. They play it like Call of Duty or like Quake. So what they do is like jump around, point the gun around, and even if they don't even intend to drop a body in the game, right? It's you have to watch it, man. I have seen it all, man. Here, especially in Korea, man. People jump out of the window, people jump out of the ship. The first thing they do, even if it's a flight suit, man, he's pulling out his gun, and it's like, okay, bro, think about what you do, man. And most people don't want to think and don't want to waste this. But then at the same time, also like I got like a lot of crybabies and be like, why you shoot me? Why you shoot? Because I got tired. People coming, aiming the gun around, literally. Giving me like fucking hard time sometimes. And back in the day, I took bullets first and then I put people down in defense. But at some point, I don't care. And people that play the game a lot don't care either. This is just a suggestion for the normal brain or for the casual player. Yeah, you go somewhere, sorry, and whip out the gun just to be ready, you know. I don't know, just it's body language. It's completely, if I encounter somebody that is looking like this with a lowered gun, it's also like a much higher chance that we probably would try to like use VoIP or something, rather than encountering somebody running around like this. I'm speechless that I have to point this out, man. It fucking pisses me off, man. So, but I'm just putting this out there to save the Bambies, man, in the future. Because I'm gonna keep on killing those fucking idiots, man. Trust me on that. I'm tired. I used to be nice, to be not nice anymore. Fucking not nice, bro. Oh! Since we have this overlay, so yeah. Leaning. See what I did there? I came from a sprint animation into the lean animation. And people literally think, yeah, it's working, yeah, it's working. No, it's not working. It's working when you're fucking brain dead fucking snail speed. And you like sprint, let go, wait, lean, aim. Yeah, kind of thing. This is the animation, the transition from the sprinting animation into the leaning animation. Small fucking simple things. It used to be way worse. They reduced this time, but it should be like... Sometimes it works, but it's some kind of milliseconds or something. It's fucking trash. It's literally like... It's fucking... What? It's fucking shit, is it? It's not even a big thing, it's just... I wanted just to sum it up there, how bad it is. I know everything. The animations, fucking bullshit. Could be so much good, better. Could be so much more skill-based, instead of like randomized fucking bullshit. Can you fucking die, bitch? Okay, I just got shot, I don't know. Let's see if it took damage. 69.4, no, not really, so... Fuck, my aim is off, I don't know. I'm already like sitting, not straight in front of my monitor. Yeah, it's whatever. I don't even want to talk about the time to kill and stuff, like... Obviously, FPS combat is for real, you know? Especially when you would think about this game later in the future with, like, penalty for dying. Even, like, penalty for dying too often. Right? You think about all those things... Carry mode makes sense. You don't want to risk your life like a fucking retard, you know? Later in the game. Right now it doesn't matter, it's basically Quake deathmatch. It's ship-to-ship deathmatch. Respawn, deathmatch, die. Respawn, deathmatch, die. Respawn, deathmatch, die. Respawn, deathmatch, die. That will not be the game in the future. Yeah. I mean, at least that is used to be planned not to be like this in the future. Maybe they want it to be a third-person deathmatch, respawn, retard-ass game, you know, like, who cares? But then please, CRG, let us know. There's the fucking two last idiots. Where are they? Where are they? I don't know. And I could now talk about even... Wait, can I talk about this? Do I have like multiple zoom states weapons? Actually, let's see. Before the AI shows up. I have something... Reflex 3 times... Okay. It's a little bit hard to demonstrate, but I'm gonna do it anyways, since a lot of people don't believe me. They think everything is fine and everything is adjustable to your liking. And it's like, no, it's not. So we need another gun. Oh, we're just gonna... Wait, I have something on the back right now. I don't. Okay. We're just gonna grab this one here that has iron sights. So basically zero magnification. And... So an FPS player, like, I don't know. I mean, obviously if Shroud would say that, or like, I don't know, some other programmers would explain that, people would rather believe it. But oh wait, whatever. Just believe me. Some people like to have like somewhat the same sensitivity in the game, right? Like the eDPI, the effective DPI, like basically the mouse DPI, then the in-game sensitivity. The way to find this out kind of ish a way is like you have this fixed distance. For example, take your mouse pad. If you like from the left side of your mouse pad to the right side of your mouse pad, it's always the same distance, right? So what I'm doing, and I want to basically turn my character in the game always the same degrees when I'm swiping or like when I'm fucking moving my mouse across this fixed distance. Let's say it's my mouse pad, right? So I have a 45, I don't know, 40 or 45 centimeter wide mouse pad. So I'm doing it right now. I want to have a fixed point right there. This is my left side of my mouse pad. This is hipfire modus. And now I'm going to just move it just slowly across. So it's roughly 270, 280 degrees. And depending on the game, sometimes I play with a little bit higher sensitivity, which would mean it would end up more degrees or like lower sometimes like Valorant I play with a lower, like Counter-Strike a little bit lower sensitivity. But it will always kind of like ish area, like kind of ish end up there, yeah? There's also like a way to find out acceleration or deceleration. I'm gonna always travel the mouse across my mouse pad the same distance, right? And I can do this slow and then fast back, and it's kind of the same area. So or like the other way, like quick this, right? It's still there. Slow back. So there's no acceleration, deceleration, which is good. You can obviously change that, yeah, but you don't. I mean, I play without acceleration. Some people play with, I play without. It's just what you are used to. Yeah. Do the same thing right now with... Okay, this is a bad example. Whatever, this is the basics. So... Oh, that's not... And this game also doesn't have a raw input. So I can tell by... it has smoothing, right? Or like it's... The values, the mouse, the hardware device sends like with 1000 hertz, like 1000 signals every second to the, I don't know, computer over to the, but the software probably interpolating. It's not literally reading 1000 signals per second. Okay, the position of the mouse. It's interpolating. It's basically cheating. It's like an assumption of like position. And this game has a shit ton of interpolation, like a shit ton of like proximity values, kind of thing, which is a big problem. Whatever. Okay. Okay. Let's back to the fucking bullshit was there. So, same with my ADS. This is called ADS, aiming down the sight sensitivity. It's roughly like 180 degree. If I now whip out the other gun, that has actually an 8 times scope. Obviously, hipfire has the same sense. I zoom in. ADS, that would be ADS. Actually, it's the same, right? It's actually the same. Now, what I want to do is I want to reduce my sensitivity of the zoomed gun to something lower, right? To like, I don't know, I want to... Okay, let's see what happens when I activate this. Okay, this is a little bit too low. What happened to my ADS? We never touched the ADS. Oh, the ADS changed as well. So people are always saying like, yeah, you can adjust everything. You just don't know how much. It's like... No. People are just blind and fucking liars. This right here, this is the only mouse sensitivity in a PC game that we have. For everything. For the inner thought mouse, for the cockpit moving, for the free look, for the ship turning, pitch and yaw as a mouse input. This is on foot FPS, normal looking around, aiming. Like, this affects. This is the only slider we have. All those other sliders are just for joysticks and keypads and all the fucking bullshit. Nobody, literally. I mean, sorry. I'm getting cramps, dude. And they added this mouse sensitivity slider actually really late in the Hunger Days, I think. Something after the Hunger Days. Before that, we never had that, if I remember correctly. So whatever. ADS, aiming down the sights. I'm gonna let's increase that a little bit, maybe like 100%. What happens? 100%. Wait. So you cannot adjust that to your liking depending on your zoom, on your magnifier. Like, it's literally not possible because this is now limited. So maybe can increase it, and I always swipe across my mouse pad the same distance. So I want basically ADS sensitivity, iron sight 180 degrees, and I want probably like roughly 90 degrees, maybe 120 degrees with an 8x zoom. That is my goal. This is what I want to reach here. I don't know, this is so fucking retarded, dude. It's insane. And this game literally calls himself a PC game. It's... And I just have to demonstrate this at some point because it's so bad. And people always... I talked about Vertigo a couple of months about it, and he was like, what? You can adjust everything to your liking. It's like... And he has like hundreds of viewers on Twitch, and CRG kinda like lurking sometimes in the chat, and it's like... Why, man? Please! I don't want to harm, I don't want to destroy your game, I want to actually make it better for the PC gamers of this planet, you know? Oh my god. Alright. Yeah. Good luck finding, good, let me know if anybody can do it, like ADS. Let me know. I will probably buy you a copy of Star Citizen. If you can give me a setting where I basically can 180 degree ADS, while at the same time maybe 90, let's say 90 degree, 90 or 120 degree with an I don't know 4x or 8, like 8 times scope. This is actually an 8. Never mind. It's not even a. It's fine. It's just grammar. It's just grammar. This is called optics. I guess I don't know. I'm not even a gun guy, but magnification. Wait. Yeah. So what the fuck? Now it's over there. Okay, cool. Wait, is this really like an 8 times? No, it's a 3 times. Okay. Okay, it's the 3 times. Okay, just had to. Oh. What's this? It's a quadruple. Oh, this is... Oh, man. This is a new one, man. What the fuck is this now? What the fuck is this, man? What the fuck? Wait. CG, are you like... Wait. Whoa. What is this, man? It's fixed. It's beautiful. Okay, whatever. Can I unfuck this? Like, what the fuck, bro? Do I have both weapons in my hand? Yeah. No. Alright, it's fine. I just have to see. Okay, this is AI gun. This is my... Wait, let's see if we can reproduce this fucking bullshit. Maybe just hover over, click, right click. Okay, this is normal. Whatever. It's not possible. If it's possible, let me know. I'm gonna buy you a fucking copy of Star Citizen. Easy. Why did I say 8 times? Maybe because of this. Oh, because I have 8 of those, I guess. Okay. Okay, let's put this there. Oh. Wait. I'm just trying to fuck around with this shit. That's all. Let's see how much it dances. They improved that. But yeah, weapon recoil is basically, for certain weapons, non-existent in this game. Which is another thing they have to adjust at some point. They can literally... The only thing that is existent is random bullet spread compared to the way where your barrel is pointing. Like these bullets dancing around. It's not bad, but there should be like more recoil. It's whatever. Or maybe not. Yeah, a lot of people be like, no, oh my god, I can't even like handle this game right now, man. I mean, okay, oh, I think I saw something. What is this? Oh, he's breakdancing. Visibility is really bad, right? So graphics, gamma is down. Let's put everything to 0, normal, so people always like don't get triggered. It's even worse, man. Right? It's foggy. Like even if the light sources were not that bright, if it would be more dark, it would still have a hard time to see because it's foggy. I don't know what. It's weird. It's not the film grain. I have it off. It's bad. It just makes me sad. It looks shit. And the funny thing is, in 3.4, the older patches, the older builds, before they added the film grain and those other weird effects, it was actually looking crisp as fuck. It was a beautiful game. Like literally, you could like actually use your eyeballs to see things and not like just use your eyeballs to like maybe like assume things, right? Wait. Okay, there it is. Yeah. Oh, whatever. So yeah. I think I touched everything that I want to touch right now. I mean, obviously I could keep on going, but... So the good thing is they fixed in Korea, they fixed the glitch. Actually, that I can talk about real quick. Unequip. Show you real quick. So they fixed one glitch, and yeah, it's good because Korea is besides Kovalex, the oldest places. Obviously, PTU, Kovalex, Korea are the oldest places in the world. They're older than Grimhex, older than all the other fucking bullshit places, and it's fine. But it. Oh, bro, what are you doing, man? Turret's shooting outside, by the way. So maybe there's somebody. Yeah, if the turret's shooting, maybe this 90. Oh, yeah, we have a little bit of visitors here. Oh man, I have to like reduce like this gray layer, or like it's really bad. Graphics not good. Actually, the effects or something. Like I don't know how you call this, but and we cannot turn those off. Like those are my graphics settings: resolution, full screen, quality high, field of view 90. Usually I don't fuck with it, but lately I'm fucking with it. Motion blur off, of course. VSync no, of course. Full screen window no. Sharpening, of course no. Chromatic aberration, of course no. Film grain, of course no. We had a long discussion. When I first spotted it in 3.51, I was like, what the fuck? Why is nobody like even like mentioning the fucking Evocati maggots? They were like, what? I don't see it. I don't have it. I don't see it. Must be your client. then I don't know, other people were complaining as well, and finally they added this option to turn it off. In my opinion, it's still not off. There's probably still like a minuscule, like a tiny little bit of film grain, but it's whatever. Dude. Why is this so good? I can just demonstrate, you know, demonstrate. Let's have a look-see. They are like static. I mean, it's. Oh wait, first off, yeah. So they fixed this fucking thing here. So you could. It's not a big thing, but you could actually park your ship. Could fly through this pillar and then park certain ships here. So this now has collision finally after 4 years. Which is good. Obviously. Yeah, there's still. So what I don't like. Let's see. Let's check it out. It's sometimes weird, man. This transition from low gravity or no gravity into like gravity is like something weird. So I want to land right there. Let's see if we can do it. Hey, we can do it. So yesterday there was a tiny wall that we hit and we could never land. It's an icon-y, so we cannot disarm the turrets anymore. They at some point finally they fixed that. But I used to like disarm the turrets in Korea, like straight up 12 months every fucking day, multiple times. At some point they finally fixed it. The reason was they used to bug out, so they used to shoot at red ships, player ships, and even if they destroyed those ships, but they quantumed away, those turrets would still keep on shooting. And back in the day, those turrets were loud as fuck. I have probably like some old highlight videos where you like can hear the turret sounds back in the day. And I was actually playing here with all the time was this sound in my head, and I probably lost a lot of brain cells. And at some point, I came up with this weird workaround that you actually could damage the turrets, so that they, like, you know, lose the guns and stuff. It was pretty nice. Alright. Oh! Head damage? Yeah, that seems... That doesn't seem correct. 64. We are not bleeding. Yeah, the game is obviously saying something. Trying to tell me something. So what the game is trying to say is, after he gave me head damage, those turrets, I'm playing with those audio bugs back in the day, or like those bugged out turrets, gave Morio actually brain damage. Man, nah, you have to be a little bit stubborn and like, oh man, this transition was smooth as fuck, man. You saw this, man? What the fuck? Hey, what's going on, man? Sick. Please more of this, man. This is good. And I know they can do it. They just have to want it. So it's kind of funny, like, literally the same patch, Q patch, like, I think earlier, I don't know when, but it was not really like that smooth. Like, maybe it's actually like server dated or something. I don't know, man. It's fucking weird. It's fun. It's good. It feels a little. It's not good. It's better. Let's say it's better, man. It's fucking better, bro. Let's fuck around with the cat. over there. Before we do this, one last glitch that I can demonstrate real quick. Oh. This is basically my new hiding spot. Like this. I call this the 600i. 600. I have crime set. Imagine I have crime set 5 now. It's the old 600i. Fix, bro. Nobody can even like. What the fuck, man? Easy. I won the game right here. I just need enough. You know what? This is why I set up my stash. The future. And yeah. Obviously, when I do this, not many people know about those things, you know. It's not even a glitch because you actually can access this. I mean, it is a glitch. This entry into this gap is a glitch, but you can actually enter this whole cavity or whatever they want to call it legit like this. This is absolutely legit, right? The other one is a little bit more fishy. And I don't even know what else glitches here are possible, man. I saw people flopping through the glass in the R2D2 room, and like it's weird. Yeah, nobody saw that, man. Yeah? We already have like some nice spots where we set up the weapon, med pen, and ammunition stashes. Once iCache and stuff is a thing, Kappa. Alright, let's check one more thing. Since I can heal now, we're gonna take this gun in carry mode. In EVA. Carry mode in EVA. Again, I guess they hate it or something. And now I'm gonna med pen. And what should happen, I reported it a month ago. He should drop the gun into EVA when I use my med pen now. Let's see. Yup, still working. I mean, still broken. Yeah, we are fucking pro, you know. Like, the more you know, the more you know, bigger problems, man. They're fucking easy. Okay, let's damage ourselves. Because the funny thing is, this bug only happens in EVA. So when I do the same shit in gravity now with feet on the ground, that will not happen. Damage me! Fuck. Yeah, this is what I consider a skill move, right? It sounds a little bit cocky and cringy, but it's literally a skill move. Like, you can outplay players that when you have the position and the knowledge in certain areas, like, you don't even need to like jump down, you know, just the knowledge that this is not a Gorilla Glass thing there. Oh shit, fuck. And we sniped so many fucking idiots in the head, but while they were like fucking around with the doors to the door, so fucking beautiful. But it's fun. It's fun to like surprise a motherfucker. When you see he went down or something, I don't know, and you just like, you know, oh, I fucking dead. Small tiny things like this sometimes like makes this game great. I'm just rusty, that's all, man. I'm just rusty. One day. A little surprise, motherfucker, man. I was so mad when they fucked the gravity, so every time I did this, I flopped over. Okay, let's see. Carry mode. We have now gravity. Let's see if we still drop the gun on our ground. Oh, we do. Okay, nice. I mean, obviously not nice. That just shows that it's a problem. So it's always carry mode, right? And bugs like this are already reported a couple of times. It's not a big thing, because like I said, nobody's playing with carry mode anyways. It's just... I wish that would be stance 0 when you whip out a gun, and I wish they would just give it a little bit more love, man. Maybe there's a reason. Maybe in reality, maybe CRG, maybe there's a reason why they put it like into hipfire mode first. Maybe they cannot get the animations down, like, I don't know. But why don't you enter then to those bug reports, or like the those forum posts? Like maybe they don't care, man. Yeah, maybe I'm just a whiny bitch, bro. Whatever. Let's have a look. See. Fucking
Contact.
fucking AI stood. I'm not gonna lie, man. This turret right there is already like pissing me off.
Engines online.
I hope in the future that we can take over the turrets, or like the station, and reprogram the turrets, or even remote control them, or even like turn them offline from the control room or something. I've been asking for this for like a while, but it's who cares? Nobody. Not really. Like obviously they have bigger problems to fix, but I'm pretty positive they will do it in the future. It's just my problem, man. I'm just sometimes light years ahead. That's my problem. Alright. Little asshole, man. Actually, let's shoot it. Whoa, I have idea. Don't shoot me, man.
Starboard shield under fire.
So they fixed the finally after years, not really after years, but let's say like after 1.5 years of asking for it, they fixed the constellation airlocks. So those are now breachable. Every ship, kind of like most of every ship will have like I mean obviously the ship is steady, it's not in motion right now, it's not really a big thing. But being able to breach and being actually able to shoot those things open is a huge thing now. And, now you can see the blur pretty good. The blurry bullshit. So let's see how many bullets kinda we need. We wanna see those sparks there, right? I could now use also like the multi. Oh, it's already open, bro. Fuck, it's awesome. Pretty nice, pretty nice. Again, it's just tiny things that finally work, bro. Finally. The more you know about this game, you know. It's... Yes, one bitch. Stop fucking stopping fucking turrets, bro. So we can actually try to cruise around this ship. The problem is stolen ships or yoink ships. Like, okay, here's the thing. I think this is how it's gonna work. Breaching, like this, I call this breaching, right? Getting access of the interior. Entering, like, let's call it entering a ship. Will be possible with force, with most ships. And should be possible. And this is basically a statement from CRG that they want this to be possible. Entering a ship. The other thing, getting controls like this, being able to fly it and have the, like, I don't know, the keys for the ship, probably will require in the future a hack, like a ship computer hack or something. Obviously, depends, right? It totally depends. Because I assume in the future it could also be like this. Right? We just shot the pilot in the head. There he is. Let's assume this is a player or AI or something. Then he has a mobiGlas, right? And then we can like basically like I don't know, maybe hack his mobiGlas or like I don't know, cut up his arm or like I don't know, or but use this fucking bullshit to like quick access the ship. Right? But this is, it's fine. I don't give a shit about this. I'm just happy that they finally kinda killed the fucking retarded ass argument with like, this is not intended. This open airlocks, no, this is a bug mojo, please don't shoot at them. Please, no. they will change it obviously in the future. Maybe you will only be able to like have the multi-tool with a cutter of head